Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. The game's not here. There it is. Welcome to stream. How is everyone doing today? I am actually not that tired today, which is great. I'm actually feeling fairly refreshed, which is interesting considering I have slept a grand total of 6.5 hours. That's fine. That's honestly that's a fine amount to sleep. I wanted to add something to stream because I'm not sure if the chat notifications are working for the Ko-Fi stuff, and I missed Mantis's thing last time, and I feel really bad about that. So, hi Mantis. Hello. Just in case they're not working, I do have an alert box for them now. So now now all that's left is to hope that that one's actually working. But we'll just see. Can I actually position this in a way that it's centered right now? Yes. Okay. There we go. Okay. With that being said, could somebody in chat please run !points? I need to check a few things today, because there is a hydrate command now. We're slowly bringing back all the commands, but I need to see if the point system of Stream Elements is working, and if it's actually deducting points from people when they use commands. Great. Okay, so that's not working. That's not how that command is supposed to look. So that's cool. Huh. Yeah, that's not how that's supposed to work. And the hydrate command is supposed to output something. So at least it's checking that you don't have enough points, apparently. You can't check how many points you have, but you don't have enough. Okay, the Ko-Fi thing is working. The chat command is also working. Thank you, Vash, so much for the donation. Much appreciated. It's not showing how much. It's not showing the amount. That's a little bit annoying, but I'll just have to worry about that later. Vash, thank you so much for the donation. Stop throwing money at me. Do not. Thank you for the test. But I'm gonna throw you out the window now. Okay, so the Stream Elements points is not working. Why? Sorry, I'm gonna have to troubleshoot. Gonna have to troubleshoot a few things. Kyle must not know how much the spoiling is. I had to test it somehow. Hi, Enma. Hello, welcome in. How you doing? Vash, was that a $50 donation? Sorry? Vash, are you okay? Vash, say psych right now. Tell me that the website is wrong. Tell me that you did not just do that. Bash, please. Bash, please. That's so much money. Jesus fucking Christ. The website is never wrong. I was afraid of that. I was very afraid of that. Vash, you're absolutely insane. Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? $50 your monies. I'm gonna have to throw Vash into the sun, guys. I'm sorry. Vash is going in the sun. Into the sun you go. Sorry. Nothing I can do about that. You've brought this on yourself. Vash, thank you so much for the 50. I will find you. And I will make you pay. Now my parents have me tested. I don't think the test. I don't think the test worked, my guy. Why can somebody run !lurk real quick? Can somebody check if they can lurk and if it works correctly? Because I think the variables are messed up for some reason. Yeah, okay, the variables are messed up. Why are the variables messed up? I mean, it's... I can just change that. That's fine. The $user. Not available on YouTube. Why is it a thing then? Thanks. Okay. So this has to be sender, I guess. As it's also not in curly brackets. Cool. Sorry, I'm troubleshooting as we go, but I hope you guys don't mind. User.points. That should work. Points name. Save. Oh, that's sender.points, isn't it? Wait. Sender instead, yeah. Sender points. And then lurk is also sender. Okay, try running the lurk command again. I think it should work now. And then if someone could once again run !points, that would also be really nice. Yeepee! Okay, so that's working. Thank you, Mantis. Much appreciated. Okay, so the lurk is working at least. And the points are working. Okay. Now I just have to check how the point system works. So it's showing that everybody has 0 points. That's one thing. And poor. Everyone's poor. No. Dashboard activity feed. Why am I getting Twitch followers? I just now realized. I'm not live on here. Why are people following me on Twitch? You know what? That's nice. I'm glad I'm getting followers no matter where it is. Okay, but where are the... I can't find the points. It doesn't matter. We'll add that later. For now, I'm just glad that the commands are indeed working. I can do a bunch of stuff with that. That's good. That is very good. Good. All right. With that being said, I have no idea where we left off last time, and I am frankly confused. Apparently we did a bunch of Kaled and a bunch of Valyria. We do not have the key, I at least think. Have we been to this merchant? We have been to this merchant. We've been to that merchant. We've been to this place of the map. I guess it's time to check some churches and go over to Altus Plateau. I think that's probably the best we can do right now. Also, it's not gonna cost you guys any points, but you can still use !hydrate, even if the command is not working, to tell me to drink some water, because I need to drink some water. Well, it's tea. I have tea, but you know. Same thing, same difference. I love tea. Have we been to the belfries? We've not been to the belfries. Okay, we can check the belfries. You're frankly, I thought you were Kawa. Well, see, that's where you made a mistake, because I am actually neither of those people. I'm actually dumb. So if you could call me that from here on out, I would be very appreciative of that, because that's actually my real legal name. I've added that to my passport and my ID. I've changed it on all of my legal documents. I am now called Dumb, which is a pretty good name, if you ask me. Last name Stupid, obviously. Dumb Stupid. That's my full legal name. If you want to send me any fan mail, please put that as the recipient. Such a dumb bit. I forget. I keep for. He does have eyes. Apparently, I saw the glint of the additional runes that he would give in his eyes. I didn't know that he actually had those. Fan mail, I send you merch. Did you say bit? Haha. But see, you can't throw bits at me. It's a 2-finger prayer book. Cool. There's actually no way for you to send bits to me anymore. I have won. I have won this battle. This was all just a ruse to make it harder for you guys to throw money at me. That's all this was. That's the whole reason why I switched over to YouTube, is so you guys have a more difficult time sending money. It was actually a really elaborate hoax. Send it through Ko-Fi. Do not send it through Ko-Fi. No bits here, game over. I also don't know if there's like channel specific emotes that we can add. I hope there is, but I'm not very hopeful. I do have hope, but there's very little hope. There are, I think, channel emotes. Yeah, yippee! Okay. Otherwise, I would have been really sad. Hi, Tim! Ko-Fi disagrees. I think there are. Okay. Because otherwise, I would have been really, really sad. Hi, Tim. How you doing? The standard YouTube ones are certainly something. They definitely are. Isn't there the pregnant man emote on YouTube? I've watched too much Martin Cito Pants. I've seen what unholy emote combinations there are. I think that's a YouTube one. Unless he added that one, which would be really funny. YouTube emotes are wild. Damn. Hello, let me through, please. I'm doing fine. Committed some blasphemy earlier, you know how it is? Hell yeah. Me when blasphemy.
Well,
how's Eldening the Ring? I am indeed Eldening, and I am indeed ringing. It's going fine. All things considered, this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. I mean, my flasks are at +6, so, you know, I can't really complain. +7. I also do not have, like, any HP, so that's fine. Oh, God, I forgot about that. I just dodged the magic artillery by just walking through it. Jesus Christ. Also, the magic artillery is not really good at predicting where I am. I guess it's kind of expecting you to follow the path somewhat, which I'm just not doing. So it's kind of getting confused. Not seeing that on my list of emotes, not looking good for the allegations. In that case, we'll have to add the pregnant man emote. It's mandatory now. In fact, I committed the highest blasphemy like 30 minutes ago. What's the highest blasphemy? What did you commit? What did you do? Dim. Speak. I shall aloud. Depends. Depends on what? You do have a daughter? She had to come from somewhere? I have 2, actually. I have 2 daughters. It's just they're both adopted. Hello. I don't like this section. It's unnecessarily long, and you're never gonna fight these guys anyways. Like, there's no point. So you're just gonna run through. On what game you're playing mostly? I was playing Blasphemous, so I just killed a guy. Elden Ring, I think it would be burning the Earth Tree. Nah, people are chill with that. You don't understand. People are hella chill with the Earth Tree burning. That's not that bad. Not that bad. It's pretty good. It's pretty good actually. It's pretty fine. Is that a white item? That is. Okay. A small white item. Magma shot. I do not use incantations. Pog. Okay, so that's completely useless to us. I mean, we already have a really good weapon, so it's not like we really need anything else combat-wise. Maybe some better armor. But then again, we can also just go naked mode and just vibe. And hopefully not get one-shot by that page over there. Which is very much a possibility, considering my health pool right now. Okay. Hi, Rykard. Well, it be how it is. Funnily enough, Magma Shot is a spell. Is it? I thought the, like, judging from the background of that thing, I thought it'd be an incantation. Like, it looked like the normal incantation background. That's why I was confused. I feel like I'm gonna get explodicated in a second, because I am. Ow. Luckily, if you stand right beneath Rykard, he can't physically do anything to you, unless he does that. Unless he sends the exploding ball at your face. Oh, well, okay, well, that's just unnecessary now. Okay, cool. I broke. My tracking broke for a second. Well, I get 1 level in vigor out of that. That arena is way too small for Rykard. I'm reporting this to Peta. The horse is here. I broke. Can relate. My tea is too hot. I'm sad now. I cannot drink my tea. It's too hot. It's really good though. I keep burning my tongue. Ow. Sorry, I just now read that comment. Actually, now that I think about it, in Blasphemous, there's also a tree that burned and then its ashes ate me. Sorry? Its ashes ate you. Pog. Absolute cinema. Ow. Ow. Sipping away. Just sipping away, sipping at them tea. It's really good tea. It's my favorite green tea that you can only like get here from a very specific tea vendor in a city where I don't even live. I got like a whole bag, like a whole half kilogram bag of tea when I was there. I was like, I don't want to have to go back there every time. And the normal sizes are just way too small. And I'm almost out. And that bothers me because then I have to go back there and get more tea. But it's fine because it's good tea. Every time Kyle wants tea, he goes on a quest. I do. Literally. That's a problem. Every time I want to have tea, I just need to I need to travel half the world to get to my tea vendor. And then they'll tell me like, "Hey, we don't actually have this tea right now." And then I will die. I completely forgot that this corridor just sucks. My internet's been really unstable lately. Gonna have to look into that at some point. I really hope we get that fiber connection soon, because that would be really, really cool. Yeah, my internet's just really bad right now. Is it recovering? I don't think it's recovering. The handle of my teapot's in the way. It's recovering slowly. I really do hope we get that fiber connection soon, because that, and it's back down to, like, bad. It's really wonky. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's not doing well. Well, I was talking about Fire Giant 2 having to be somewhere. Apparently it's here. That's not good, for the record. That's really horrible. It's horrible that Fire Giant 2 is here. Yeah, for that exact reason, I'm dead. Actually, I'm not dead. I'm dead. Bitrate going down makes Ka look like a mosaic. Yeah. It tends to do that. I think the British had the same struggles. What about tea? But they weren't drinking green tea. They were too posh for that. Ow. Cool. Fire Giant 2 is horrible in general. I hate this guy. Absolutely hate him. Well. That was something. He does take quite a bit of damage from that. I'm dead. I don't know how to fight this guy. I don't know how to fight this guy in an arena this small. Bleed would be really cool. But we don't have bleed. I think I can't kill this guy right now. I also think I might have to kill this guy. Which is kind of a problem. Ka just stood there menacingly. I mean, I was waiting for the fire to die down. It's actually an extremely unfortunate predicament. Well, it's one that I'll have to go through. Nothing I can do. Yeah. Got unlucky there, and the fire kept spreading. I mean, like, the problem with this arena is it's not easy to see what he'll do. And even if you do see what he does, you just have nowhere to run, right? Oh, yeah, it's gonna hit me still. Didn't do much damage, but it did hit me. I mean, maybe I can beat him like this, but I'm actually not that hopeful. Silver lining is I don't think he's actually resistant to lightning, so... I'm not resistant to fire either, though. And that is a screw you, you lose now move. He was still going, by the way. Somehow he was still... The fire was still bouncing around. Which I greatly do not appreciate. Yeah, cool. I'm dead. I'm not dead. I'm a liar. I said lyingly, but also I have like no HP left, so you know. I'm functionally dead. Where me being alive is actually just an illusion, if you really think about it. I would like to not be part of that. Where did the saying silver lining come from? That's actually a really good question. I don't know. If you do find out, please do let me know. Because that is actually a really, really interesting question. Ow. I misinterpreted what he was doing. I have nowhere to run. I just have to kind of chill here. Hope he's kind. That's a manageable move. Oh, those are the spheres. Okay. If I know what he's casting, I can actually, like, do things, which is nice. The problem is most of the time I don't know what he's casting. Or doing. I mean, I have no more healing flasks or anything. That was the... okay. Well, that was the you lose now move because you're below me and I can't escape quickly enough. I'm also sure that just covers the entire arena. I don't think there's escaping from that move. Because the arena is just too small. We need more damage. And by that, I mean we need to level this thing up more. And I think it's a somber weapon. Yes, it is a somber weapon. And we only have a somber 4. We need somber stones. And we need somber 5s, which I always forget where they are. Which is extremely non-helpful. I hate it. All of my other weapons are also just... Actually... What Ashes of War do I have? Can I see? Okay, just Stormblade. Okay, that's nothing. Nothing of consequence. Apparently it's from John Milton's poem. Comus? Apparently it referred to the lit up edges of a cloud that's backlit by the sun/moon. That would make sense, considering the full quote is every cloud has its silver lining. So that would actually be... That would make a lot of sense. Why is it somber? Does it need to hear a joke to cheer up? I think it's somber because the world it lives in is just falling apart and horrible. I think that's probably the case. Can we add somber stones to throne? You always need them and it would be helpful. What are the chances someone is selling replica somber stones on throne? What are the chances? Gift store. Somber smithing stone. There's none. There is indeed none. Does Amazon have replica somber smithing stones? Morning. Hello. Somber smithing stone. Amazon does not have replica somber smithing stones. I'm sad now. Amazon does have really cool pocket watches though. Jesus Christ, these are cool. Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked, but these pocket watches are awesome. I want these. I want all of them. Huh. I'm gonna keep that tabbed. Why is it so early? Awoo. Because it's early. I don't know. Nothing like a college stream to wake up in the morning. Well. What do you mean wake up in the morning, Dim? It's like, it's I'm pretty sure you're the same time zone as me, or like 1 hour later. Isn't it like 2 p.m. for you? Also, Kawatsuki! Hello. My tea is no longer too hot. I can actually drink my tea now. Wow, Kawa doxed me. Beware, for I will dox you. I will dox your identity. You are, in fact, Dimothy. Dimothy... Dimmerdome. Doug Dimmerdome. Owner of Dimsdale Dimmerdome. Love to see it. My phone still won't let me sign into my actual account. Lovely. Earthsteel dagger. Pog. Useless. That's the second time someone made that connection, which is very weird. Well. I don't know, man. It just fits. I need more tea. So I'm pouring myself another cup of tea. There we go. How is Kawa? Kawa is doing good. Kawa is doing alright. Don't go on my Ko-Fi. Vash already dropped like an exorbitant amount of money today. It's not necessary. Tis not a thing that should be done. No, it's not good. It's in fact very bad. Not good at all. You're lucky I have to pay bills. Pay your bills. Don't even think about it. The only... Isn't that like the second time we found the ancestral horn here? The only replica somber smithing stones I can find are gold or silver pendants for and over $100. Wow! Okay, Jesus Christ. A pendant? Like a silver pendant of a somber smithing stone would be really cool though. Not $100 cool. Like I think that's a ridiculous amount of money to spend on accessories. But then again, I'm just me. I don't wear accessories. But it would be really cool. It would go hard. Actually, I can't wear most accessories because they really bother me after some time. I can wear them for a bit, and then they start really bothering me. And then if I take them off for like any extended amount of time, I will just forget that I have them and forget to put them back on. Send to your DMs. I want to see this. Oh, they're the ancient dragon ones. Jesus Christ. Those do look really cool though. Oh, they're from Starforged. That makes sense actually. They would be if they were from anywhere, they would be from Starforged. That does make sense. They do look really cool. Oh, spinning stones. Bop. Bop. Golden rune. Pog. What stones are here? Were these like 4s? Were these 4s or 5s? Ones that were in precipice. I do not remember. Now I wanna do it out of spite. Do not. Bills can wait, surely. They quite literally cannot. That's how bills work. They've already waited. Oh. Hello. I can't hit this thing. Okay. I don't wear accessories mostly because I don't go shopping for clothes and such. And when I do, I usually buy the bare minimum. Yeah, that's fair. That's what I do as well. Is this piercing damage? Should be, right? Means we can counter attack with this. What are you? 4? Yeah, 4. I think the one down here is also 4 in that case. Was it down here? Down here where the thing was? Yeah. Yeah, that's also 4. But I don't need 4. I need 5. Is this piercing damage? Kala asks while stabbing. Well, I mean, you know. Maybe it's physical. Maybe it's mental damage. Maybe I have mental damage. You can also use it like a spear if you equip a shield. I think I can't because I don't have enough strength. But it's good to know, actually. Smithing 4. Yeah, I think these are all just smithing 4. This one probably as well. Yeah. How much damage do I deal to you? Quite a bit, actually. Do you have, like, anything that's worthwhile fighting you for? Except for crippling depression, probably. No. Okay. I mean a rune arc, I guess. If we ever were to unlock a great rune. I do think the concept of a thrusting sword is pretty interesting. Isn't the Serpent Hunter also a thrusting sword? No, it's a great spear. But doesn't the Serpent Hunter technically also work the same way, where if you have a shield equipped, you can shield attack with it? Thought it... Ah, I got poisoned. The poison killed me. Yay. If I got stabbed, I would have some mental issues about people with stabby things, so that counts as mental damage. No, that's fair. That is, in fact, very fair. Can I please actually climb the ladder? Thank you. Didn't get to me in time this time. I do think the Serpent Hunter is a really cool weapon. It's just not very... okay, I'm being biased here. It is very useful even outside of the Rykard fight. It's one of the best weapons in the game, actually. I just don't like it that much because it feels undeserved. Like playing with the Serpent Hunter feels like playing the game on easy mode, if that makes sense. I think it looks pretty odd as well. It does. It feels like it kind of doesn't know what it wants to be, which is fair since, like, I guess it's supposed to be a greatsword and a spear at the same time. But what? Rift shield. Pog. But also, what? Why does it have to be a greatsword and a spear at the same time? What? Why? They say a tomato can send an uncooked egg through a wooden fence without breaking the egg. Anything can do piercing damage with enough force. I have no idea what you just said. Oh, a tornado. I read that as tomato. I was like, huh? Maybe I should wear my glasses, you know? Maybe that would be a smart thing to do. I literally just had to squint at the screen. I was like, what? A tomato can do that? Tornado, not a tomato? No. It's a tomato. I'd like to not fight this guy, actually. Though I am fighting him with his own weapon, so I guess that's kind of meta, I guess. Ow. How did that hit me? This does, like, no poise damage whatsoever. To this guy specifically. There you go. Don't think. Yeah. I don't think riposting this guy would do much for us. Cow with glasses could be pretty cool. I am pretty cool. The Ash of War should do pretty well against this guy, really? I thought he'd be resistant to lightning stuff. Isn't that, like, mostly lightning damage? Glasses are a pretty cool design choice. Does my tracking break if I put on my glasses? Kind of. My eyes tweak out now. That's fine. At least poise-wise, I think. Let me try it. Feels weird wearing glasses while streaming. I usually just don't. I usually just go blind for the sake of, like... for the sake of it. Also forgot that the Ash of War kind of does the whole, like, not moving thing for me. I get, like, hyper armor, I guess. But I still take damage. This is gonna be an annoying fight. This is gonna be a very annoying fight. I don't like fighting prestigious axe. Why do I always have to fight lightning bosses in this arena? Okay, how does that keep hitting me? Genuinely. That attack is so weird. Because I have no idea what the hitbox is and what the active hit frames are. Because I feel like if you're just on that side of him when he does that, like stabbing his wing into the ground and flicking it move, you just either have to run away or die. Like, I think those are literally just your two options that you have. Also, the random field lightning in this boss fight is really uncool. I missed. Really now? Okay, so that did way less damage than I thought it would. And it still did way more damage than it probably should have. No, that actually does a lot of damage, just like in general. I did not expect it to. Really love how he just discombobulates his existence to attack me. Okay, that hit me still. That didn't hit me somehow. And that was unavoidable. Yippee! Where do the magma worms fall on the greater dragon situation in the world? It's kind of weird. So, apparently, lore-wise, I'm not sure if that's true. I think that was retconned at some point, but from what I know, is the dragon cultists that eat dragon hearts to, like, gain the dragon's powers and stuff like that. You know, how you can do at the Church of Dragon Communion. Those, when they eat a dragon heart, basically get cursed. Like, the dragon heart doesn't truly ever die, in a sense. It just kind of, like, stays active. And at some point, that dragon heart will then take over the user's body and turn them into the worms, which are like lesser dragons that are forced to just crawl around for the sins they've committed. I think that was the lore that I am aware of, at least. I don't know if that's still like canon, because I think that was debunked at some point, or like retconned, but I'm not sure. It's another probably unavoidable attack. Nope, that is avoidable. Okay. And I'm dead, because that is, in fact, annoying. I don't think there's much you can do about that attack. Just kind of have to tank it. Maybe you can guard against it. Let's block the attack. I was spamming the attack button. It did nothing, which I love. Okay, you can roll behind him when he does that attack, and that works, I guess. Huh. Oh, I would love to be able to do something against that fire attack. Problem is you can't really run away from it because it's just that, like, devastating. It covers so much of the arena. This arena is also full of obstacles, which makes it really annoying to do anything. Makes sense if it was retcon because of the Ancient Dragon Man. No, see, okay, the thing is, with the Ancient Dragon Man, the Ancient Dragon Man and the Dragon Priestess are actually part of the Dragon Communion cult, which was actually founded by the Ancient Dragons. Because the Ancient Dragons had problems with the modern dragons that don't share their timeless scales. And to get rid of them, basically run pest control, they decided to trick people, more or less, into committing Dragon Communion. So that they would basically take care of the problem for them. Like, that part is still canon, I'm pretty sure. Cool. I don't know how to deal with Plassey. I'm pretty sure almost like all the Somber 5 or Smithing 5s are on the plateau. I don't know if we can upgrade our weapon further here without just getting extremely lucky. I also think we've checked most of the traders that aren't on the plateau. I mean, the other thing we could do is fight the fire giant. Again. We almost did beat him last time. It is a possibility. Just not a good one. I should have been dead there, I'm pretty sure. I had no idea what he was going for there. Actually, I figured he was probably going for exactly that attack. I just didn't really see what he was doing. I did like no damage to him there. Okay, running around him like that works, I guess. Yeah, run to the other side, basically. And don't stay too close to him. Guess that's another thing. I'm literally stuck here. I can't do anything. Yay. I've sent you some important documents in your DMs. I shall take a look at them. Is he outside the arena? Yes, he is. Okay. Thanks, game. Real cool. Apparently this dragon is also a liar, and I got bamboozled by one of his followers. Yes. Yeah, so the thing with Bale is in fact a very unpleasant being to be around, but mostly just because that's just how he was born. He's born with anger issues, I guess. And I'm pretty sure they I actually don't know if the I don't know if the problem started with Bale. I think Bale was prophesized to just be like wrath incarnate, basically. He just is angry. And that thus he fought Placidusax. We can actually, on Bale's in-game model, you can see, I think it's 2 of Placidusax's heads lodged into Bale's back from their fight. And after that fight with Bale, Placidusax then decreed that the modern day dragons just have to die. And that's how I think that whole thing started. Don't quote me on that, though. I don't have to fight this thing, do I? Nope, it's an optional boss. By optional, I mean completely optional. He's actually fairly hard to find in your casual playthrough. I hate it. What? Sorry. Not cool. Not cool, Elden Ring. Okay, he just lands outside of the arena. It's such an annoying attack. It's such an annoying attack because it lasts so long. The shockwave lasts like ages. Can't even really do anything about it. What? Sorry. Immediately, really. I hate this fight. It's so dumb. Jesus Christ. It's such a dumb fight. Do we have any idea how the three head situation for Plasty is like? 3 consciousness or 1? It's actually 5 heads. And they all have separate personalities. Because remember, he's lost a few heads already. They're actually all different genders as well. There's female heads and male heads, and they have different designs. I dodged too late, and I'm dead. No dodging that attack from that angle. That was a wall to my right. It was just completely impossible. If I had some black fire, it would be really cool. I do have a black fire incantation somewhere, but I can't use it because I don't have any faith. Which is a problem. I dodged too early. It's going through the pillar, by the way. Cool. Not gonna get out of that anyway, so I might as well just attack. You can cancel that? Sorry? I was gonna use exclamation mark hydrate, but I can hear you drinking your tea. I somehow successfully dodged it that time. If I'd been able to dodge that attack, the fight would have been over. At least it's not a death bird. The death birds are way easier to fight than this. Like, as much as I complain about the death birds, at least they're easy. They're just common. Placidusax is not common, and he's just really annoying. That's all there is to this boss fight. It's just this, it's a rare boss that you might not encounter, but then it's also like really annoying when you do encounter it. There you go. I got vacuumed. I wanted to get a few hits in first. It's annoying. Vacuuming is a thing. Sometimes when you go for when you're allowed to do a riposte, the game will force you into doing the riposte. I don't know what the actual criteria for it is, like, to get vacuumed. I just know that it does happen for some reason. Hello. It's actually a really good spot to be in. Except for the fire. Maybe we can skip the ruin? We cannot skip the ruin. Okay. We've won. Finally! Okay. Finally had a good spot to stand in while going for while I was going for Placidusax Ruin. Which is a really cool spell. That is sadly really annoying to use and does not work well if the player uses it. And all you get is a lousy memory stone that I can't even use. I'm not intelligent enough to use it. Story of my life. Oh well. It's fine. We can actually just go and deal with Radon real quick. Which is the thing, because I don't think we're able to do anything in Altus except for look for smithing stones. Hi, mate. Welcome in. How you doing? I woke up early by accident. Oh no. Not the early wake up. I don't have work today and I accidentally woke up at 6 a.m. Damn. Usually wake up at 5:30 a.m. to work. my condolences. My work is in the afternoon, luckily, except for on Saturdays where I do have to wake up early, but then I have to wake up at like 7. So I now draw, cause bleh. Fair. Yeah, that's very fair. Very, very fair. Hopefully Radon is... Okay, it can't be Fire Giant 2. It can't be Fire Giant 1. It can't be Plicigus X because he's dead. Who else could it be that would be incredibly annoying to fight? The answer is a lot of people. But I will just hope that this will be a somewhat annoying, less annoying fight. Who the hell is Fortisax? Fortisax is a dear friend to Godwin the Golden, whom he befriended when he showed peace to the dragon that was attacking the settlement. Because the dragons were constantly attacking people of the Golden Order, or like settlements of the Golden Order, because it's not a faith that they believed in. And when they were repelled and Godwin showed peace, Fortisax became his sworn friend, and the dragon cultists were born in the Golden Order. That was actually a pretty good good time for the Golden Order, because everything was pretty pog. And lots of dragons actually started becoming friends with humans, and it's eeks. That's fine. So yeah. I don't know what to do today. Tomorrow's my birthday. A pog. We're gonna have a good birthday tomorrow. Make sure to eat lots of cake if you do like cake. If not, then just make sure to have a good time. I work, Sag. Ah. Cool. I'm immediately dead. Yeah. Prerequisite to this fight, he doesn't do that. If he does that, we're just screwed. Anyway, to the drawings. Have fun drawing. So yeah, if he does that, we're just screwed. If he doesn't do that, we're fine. We could also just let all of these people fight while we just cower in fear. And respawn them every now and then periodically. That would also be an option. Not sure if he's resistant to lightning. I don't think he is. I don't like Eeks. I mean, it's a fairly straightforward fight, because his whole gimmick is like, hey, Scarlet Rot, but his Scarlet Rot is also like really terribly bad. Eeks got a promotion in the Caelid boss hierarchy. I wish he didn't. That being said, He's a fairly simple boss, so we shouldn't have too many issues fighting him. Probably doesn't shower. I don't think you want to shower in the waters that are like in Caelid. I think that's a fairly terrible idea, usually. Go, Wolfman. And I'm dead. Yeah, we just have to hope that he doesn't do that move and that I'm actually capable of fighting him. I don't like this boss fight, but he is at least not as annoying as Plassey. He already has Scarlet Rot, so I don't think he'd care. I mean, I don't know. Just because you have something, I don't think you want to like necessarily expose yourself to more of it. No, just on a general note. I think the water in Caelid is what filled the graveyards in Caelid. Yeah, pretty much. Oaken not doing work. Oh, now you actually do the nice attack, huh? The attack that I could roll and punish. He was about to do the annoying attack. I saw that. I need to leave. Lionel the Lionheart, no. How could they do this to my boy? Suddenly he doesn't do the like screw you attack anymore. Cuz it doesn't one shot probably. Oh, that hurts. Okay. His ground stomp is indeed pretty devastating, and he reset. God. That one shots. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Could they do this to my boy while I'm over here hearing my name for the first time in my life? Hearing that name for the first time in the hearing my name. I'm not on the height of my case in point. Not on the height of my cleverness today. Jesus Christ. Of my intelligence. It's like hearing your name for the first time. Lionel? Is that you? Look, Lionel the Lionhearted is an amazing character. He's just that good. Hello! I must defeat you, Foul Dragon. And the name Foul Dragon actually fits. One could say you're not very sharp today on account of you being a doll, probably. You're so right. How can you be this wise? Just killed everyone. Please don't do the screw you move. He didn't do the screw you move. He actually let us win. Yippee. This is where the Great Moon was, and the Dark Moon Ring. The Great Moon? The Great Rune. And the Dark Moon Ring. I can marry Ronnie now. Pog. The Poggest, actually. The moon is pretty great, I agree. It's pretty big. On account of being a planet. Planetoid. Satellite? It's a satellite. Whatever. It's a thing in the sky. I'm gonna have to fight the fire giant, don't I? Let's go to the merchant first. Let's go to the merchant and then we'll see. Satellite. I'm also a thing in the sky. Are you? Are you a thing in the sky? I didn't know that. Oh, hi. Hello. Are you... Yeah, okay. Nile. Nile be nihiling. No, I thought that guy, when I first saw that guy, I didn't read his name correctly. I thought he was called Nail. I was like, eh. Why you called that? Why you like that? Smithing, stone, miner, spellbearing 2. Pog. That does absolutely nothing for me. We could also go check the Shaded Castle, but I'm gonna go check the merchant first. There is a dragon over there. Okay. Oh, that's the Knight's Cav. Right, that's the Night Dragon. Forgot they had one of those. Since the full version of my name is Dim Reflection of Distant Stars, that really isn't that much that far. That's your full name? That's so cool. Very iterator-like. Full government name. That is a really cool... That's a really cool name, though. What would be my iterator name? I want an iterator OC now. Echoes of 1,000 Souls. That's my iterator name. I'm on it. Hell yeah. Hello.
you here as a customer?
That's actually so good. Spur in the moment decision. That's my iterator name now. Soap. Pog. We can go and give that to Xeeks. We can give soap. Give soap to the lizard. Church. Castle. Volcano Manor. Road. Let's go road first. Me when I go road. Yeah, okay. Also actually means something, unlike my iterator name, which is just random iterator sounding name. I mean, okay, to be fair though, what the hell is looks to the moon or 7 red suns or 5 pebbles? Those are all just very, very random names as well. I don't think iterator names really have to mean anything. I think they're just there. And why would they have to mean anything? I mean, the iterators are, forgive me, godlike in comparison to us. So, I think they are beyond our reason. Well, she looks to the moon. Damn. Okay, what about 5 pebbles then? And 7 red suns. Or silver of straw. What the hell is silver of straw? Did he just take damage from the fall? 5 pebbles has 5 pebbles inside the superstructure. Just 5. Only those. There's no other, like, no other impurities in the superstructure except for the 5 pebbles. Those are load-bearing pebbles. They are structural. They're a structural component of the chassis. Silver of straw is just silly like that. Fair. She did triple affirmative. She can do whatever. I mean, to be fair, you know, the whole silver of straw situation with her disappearing, isn't that just because the whole iterator, like all the iterators are kind of like skeptic of her actually finding a solution? Isn't her completely disappearing not proof that she actually found the means to ascend? I feel like the fact that she in fact is no longer present is kind of proof that the triple affirmative was indeed right.
Is someone the customer? Well,
She could have just died. I feel like see, that's kind of the thing though. From what I can tell, the iterators are very much incapable of properly dying. Something dying is the solution. Well, yeah. Though, isn't that kind of, I guess that's meta knowledge, but isn't that kind of debunked by the fact that we play the game and we can die and just repeat the cycle over and over again? They're hard to kill, but it's not impossible. Right. I guess she could have probably just went dormant like Looks to the Moon did. Because Moon didn't exactly die, but she was unresponsive after her superstructure collapsed. Jesus Christ, I have a lot of bell bearings. And also, how would you know artificial computer life has the same rules applied to it? Maybe they're outside the cycles, but that wouldn't, like, that's not how the triple affirmative works, because triple affirmative, one of the criteria of the triple affirmative is that it is generally applicable, like the solution is portable and generally applicable, so like it works on everything, not just certain outliers. Otherwise the solution wouldn't have been found. Like, that's not a solution, that's just a stopgap. At least that's what I think the task entailed. Like, the iterators were supposed to find a solution that applies to all life, not just one kind. Because the ancient civilization just left on their own accord, right? So they obviously had a way that worked for them, which was probably just bathing in void juice. But they wanted something that works for everything. Because they're just chill like that, I guess. We don't know if the triple affirmative was even intended to be sent out. Maybe it was a glitch with her when her superstructure structure collapsed and she died. That's fair. But I feel like that's kind of besides the point I was making just now. Because what I was getting at was that, like, dying even as an iterator wouldn't be... Like, even if dying was sufficient to ascend as an iterator, it wouldn't really make sense with a triple affirmative. Like, we know that that can't be the case. I don't know, maybe I'm not making sense. I'm probably not making sense. I'm also very much not that intrinsically familiar with the lore as you are, so... Error! YouTube is not receiving enough blah blah blah. Oh no, how terrible. The stream will be a tiny bit choppy. Ow. Where the hell am I going? Where was the path? There it is. Okay, let's see if the shaded castle has anything of value for us. Kind of feel like it probably won't. Though, maybe. It has saved us before. Solution has been found. It is portable and generally applicable, so yeah, you are right in that. Okay. It does kind of... I do kind of wonder why the ancients would have specifically felt the need to state that the solution is generally applicable, which kind of shows to me this very broad sense of compassion that they have. I was like, hey, we can do this. All life on the planet should be able to ascend like we do. Maybe they're just cool like that. I don't know. But it's strange. It's not something that I would expect from like this highly developed civilization. But maybe that's just a cynical way of thinking, considering our media, like how stuff like that in our media usually plays out. Maybe they were just highly compassionate. You might not be intrinsically familiar with the lore, but you are way smarter than me, so don't put yourself down like that. See, I don't think that's the case. I don't think that I am much smarter than any of you guys. I just deploy my smarts in varied ways. I am very much a jack of all trades, master of none. There are a lot of things that I'm just not good at. Cognitively and physically. Damn, okay, I died to Margit. Jesus Christ. Did not think that would happen. I'm not even a jack of all trades, so my point stands. Well, if you're not a jack of all trades, then you can be a master of one. Which is. Or a master of few, maybe. Which is arguably better, in my opinion, than being a jack of all trades. Yeah, maybe not better. I don't know. I would like to be able to be, like, truly good at something, but my disposition doesn't really allow that. Like, if you're a jack of all trades, you just kind of tend to not be truly really good at something. Just decent at everything. You can get decent at everything fairly quickly, which is interesting. But I'm not sure how useful that is usually. I missed. What? The hell was that move? Never seen that before in my life. Ow, that hits me. Okay. My face when I try to learn 3 art mediums simultaneously. And then you hit us with the, I don't know why I feel like I'm burned out. Classic. Trust me, I've been there. Because I've decided to stick to music. It's just, I don't know. I like the process of making music a lot. I should show you guys my work in progress on like an original song that I'm doing. I wrote the instrumental for that in like 2 days. And then now it's up to the vocal melody and lyrics, and I'm just drawing blanks. I have no idea what to do. I don't know. I'll show you guys at some point. What? Really? I couldn't dodge. If you know how to do a lot of stuff that knowledge can and does help you. So it's not like you lose the ability to be exceptional at something. I don't know. Exceptional is a strong word. Because I feel like when somebody dedicates a lot of time to just one thing and one thing only, they will just inevitably be better at someone who just skims over it for a bit. Even if you deal with someone who has like an incredible amount of talent in one thing or another, they will reach their limit if they don't actually keep pursuing that thing. If they put a lot of effort into it, then they might be better than everyone else, but like talent does not just beat effort usually. Really? He has hyper armor during that. He cannot be staggered. I don't know. I feel like if you put your sights on one thing and then just keep doing that, then you might become exceptional at something. Someone who just skims over most things and is like decent at everything, they'll never be exceptional at something, or very rarely. Maybe not never. I think never is a strong word. But it's like, it's not easy for a person like that to be exceptional at something. I feel like Morgoth could make for a great chess player. How do you figure? I mean, I would agree, probably, but... Dodged a little bit too late. That has a really tight window to dodge it. And that has no window to dodge it. If you get hit by one of those attacks, you're just done. I think technically you can dodge a little bit of it. He just seems the type to have a lot of patience and things of good strategy. And good strategical thinking. That's fair. He does seem like the type. But, well, he's also dead now. So, you know. Well, actually, this is Market, so he's not dead yet. Carrion inverted statue. Oh, no. I do not like what that entails. That is not good. That is very much not good. I do not like that. Well, you know, that's fine. Actually, is it fine? What do we do from here? Go to look for somber fives, I guess. Go to the drawing room. Do anything but go where the game apparently wants us to. That's sealed, I'm pretty sure. Does this have a somber 5? If this has a somber 5, then we're set. Then we can actually go fight the fire giant, maybe. But I'm not hopeful. Because I think this might be somber 6 or 4. Or maybe somewhere in the middle. Which would be 5. But that couldn't be. I'm gonna have to get ready for gym later. I'm going to the gym I didn't go to the gym on Monday, and I think that's gonna absolutely screw me over today. I think today's gonna be bad. Because I'm sadly the type that does lose, like, practice and that sort of stuff very quickly. I think skipping one day is probably not too bad, but I couldn't go for like a week and a half a while ago because I was out of the country, and I noticed that immediately when I came back. That was terrible. Hello? What are you? Lost Ashes of War. Yippee. Literally nothing. Yeah, that's 8. No, that's 5. Okay. Never mind. Actually, I went to the gym after not going for a while because of reasons. I felt easier. I'm not sure why. Yeah, for some people it's just like that, I think. Maybe it's also because you gave yourself some time to actually properly recover, and your muscles actually were like, hey, I can actually have some time to get good now. That does happen sometimes. For me, it's just not like that, sadly. If I don't go for a while, I will immediately feel it. Well, they're not lost after you found them, so what are they? Well, like I said, nothing. they've lost their lost status, and that's all that made them, like, that's all that described them, really. So now that they're not lost anymore, they're nothing. They're gone. Reduced to... Is that a Slumber Stone? Hello. Pardon me. Yay! I can die happy now. I would like to not die, though. Sacrificial Axe. Pog. Golden Scarab. Pog. Crystal Dart. Pog. Hello, could you slam into me, please? I'll wait. Thanks. Okay, well, I died because I got stuck. But also, I have the last piece of Exodia. I can finally assemble my all of my pieces. My ultimate form, monkey paw moment. You when I get monkey pawed. Five, 7. Oh, and my controller died. EP. Plug him in. Brim. There we go. Okay. Use. Exodia Obliterate. I only know that and the Shadow Realm from Yu-Gi-Oh! Congratulations, you have about the same knowledge of things that I do. Oh yeah, I can probably check what that is now, huh? Bell bearing shop. 2? No. No. What was that? Oh, Dark Moon Greatsword. Right, forgot about that. I will take these. Or that, I guess. No. No. Kale, no. No, so it's the Hermit Merchant. Okay, Hermit Merchant has 6 for 9,600. Pog. Didn't you get a nice new controller recently? I did. And it's been treating me very well. It just, the battery ran out. That's what I mean by it died. I had to plug it in because the battery just ran out. Could I please just get you to tell me what the hell is in my thing? Thanks. Nothing good. Okay, that means I can use it. Jesus, old people. Old women and their thing. Yu-Gi-Oh! Lore is a gold mine. Even back in ancient Egypt, the people were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's a fact. I do have 5, 6, 7. 8 is not applicable. Okay. Hello. I would like to upgrade my weapon, please. 1, 2, 3. Thanks. Okay. Fire Giant is about to get messed up. There's also something Millennium Puzzle. Oh yeah, forgot about that. I forgore. That's like decent damage, I guess. Let's see how the Fire Giant likes this. Likes her upgrade. Fire Giant, more like Dead Giant. Got him. Somehow I didn't die. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's way better. That's way more dabblage. That's the dabblage that I'm talking about. He fell. Exodia obliterates. I like how it's Fire Giant of Radagon. Apparently he just chills with Fire Giants. It's just got a Fire Giant homie. I don't care if I die now. You're actually slaughtering him, damn. Okay, oh my god. Sorry, I was adjusting in my chair. Ancient Egyptians would play card games, yeah. True. True. Very true. Factual, in fact. Okay, if the second grade rune isn't here, like in this boss fight, it could either still be in the academy at the imbued sword key. Check. Or it could be in Volcano Manor. Which I guess would be a thing. Can I beat Moongrum like this? Moongrum? No. Okay, I just miss. Moongrum a Chad, or does he fall victim to the dragon? He does fall victim to the dragon. Veterans prosthesis. Bog. The kind of Yu-Gi-Oh! Which was played in ancient Egypt wasn't actually a card game. They used huge stone slabs instead. That's actually kind of cool. Those had spirits entombed inside them or something. Jesus Christ. It's a bird! Hello, bird. Hell of a bird. Ow. And it's a bad bird as well. It's the annoying bird. Hell yeah. Does this do holy damage? It feels like this does holy damage. It might, actually. I have no idea where north is. Apparently here. Okay, maybe the bird is also just really low scaled, because that generally he does not make a doesn't. I can't speak. Generally, he does not deal a lot of damage. Chicken wings. Why are you here again? Why is it always you? Can't hit you. I genuinely can't hit you. This is basically just its normal boss arena, with the exception of you not being able to use Torrent in here. So it's actually just worse. Kha's overpowered, so they just have to throw harder bosses at him. Yeah, but this guy isn't even hard. It's just annoying. I'm fighting God, not Melania. Generally, I wouldn't classify this guy as being a hard boss. He's just kind of annoying because of Elden Stars. That hit me when I'm here. Oh, I'm not risking it. Stagger him out of it. Ah, that has an active hitbox. I forgot. I'm fighting God, not a demigod. I said, what is it? This is really good tea. Do I have anything to deal with that? The question. No. Okay. Actually, no. Okay, I don't have anything to do with that. I just need to tank it. What tea are you drinking? It's a special green tea that you can get at the tea vendor that I usually go to. I don't know its name. I just know that it's good. And the people at the tea store just know me, so they're like, whenever I come in, they just go like, oh, the usual, and I just go, yep. And then they give me my tea. I don't even know what it's called anymore. But it's green tea. I like green tea. Green tea. Coffee. I want an espresso. I'm gonna make an espresso later. Elden Beast would make a great Kirby boss. It would. It would actually make a banger Kirby boss. It's got the same existential dread that Kirby bosses give me usually. And yes, Kirby bosses give me existential dread. Which I feel like is a fairly normal reaction to a Kirby boss. All things considered. Kirby bosses are awesome. They are. I do love Kirby bosses. That does a lot of damage, Jesus Christ. You gonna immediately Elden Stars me, or? Though this weapon's actually kind of good. Thank you for recommending it to me, Mantis. Weapon's actually hella good. Oh, there come the Elden Stars. Thought I would be able to get around it. One of my favorites. I can definitely see why it would be. It's a really cool weapon. That's pretty. The whole aesthetic of this boss is really pretty. I really like this boss visually. I just don't like it gameplay wise. Yeah, that's kind of what I expected. The question now being, where is the rolled medallion? That could still be on our way, but that could also just be like anywhere else. So we could. Oh well. Okay. Question though. Question for the audience. Do we respec into the Moonlight Greatsword? Because we could.
My sweetings, come out.
We could, in fact, do that. That would be up to you guys. Do you want to see Darkmoon Greatsword? Because I really like that weapon. Or do we keep using the Cragblade? Because I also really like this weapon. Like, this is pretty good.
From whence ye hide. Is it thy to become? Be not alarmed.
I never actually saw anyone use that greatsword. It'd be pretty cool. What do we need for it? Let me go check. Let me go check what we need. Greatsword. Mantis, what about you? Would you be sad if we gave this up for the Great Moon, for the Dark Moon Greatsword? So we've used it for quite a while now. We need 16 strength, which is fake, and 38 int. Now we can switch. All right. Let us commence the switching in that case. We do not have enough money for that. Let me sell some stuff real quick. How much do we need? Oh, a lot. Okay. I've only ever seen Moonlight once. Anyway.
I didn't. I'll be doing my just layout.
I really like the Moonlight Greatsword. I think it's pretty cool. What else can I sell? I can sell these. Okay, we have barely enough now. Then we can go respec. I'm pretty sure we need 38 int and 16 strength, and the rest we can just put in vigor. We only have one larval tier. We do. It's fine. We can just... We'll find another one if we ever want to respec again. It's also a somber weapon, so... Should come pre-upgraded? Yes. It's a really cool sword. You guys will see in a second why I say that. There. The Ash of War is a literal moonbeam. Oh, I still had some runes here. Well. Okay. So, once again, 38 in 16 strength.
Art thou
Rebirth, yes. 16 strength. 38 int. And then the rest goes in vigor, I guess. We'll be short on vigor a little bit again, but that's fine. Now we should be able to wield this. Yes, okay. This is a really cool weapon. For a number of reasons. First of which, and chief amongst it, is it looks cool. Like, look at that. Look at this beauty. Look at this beauty of a sword and tell me it is not amazing. Like, this is just incredible. Secondly, look at the Ash of War. Like, isn't that cool? With the Ash of War active, if you, like, heavy attack, it does this. You can shoot sword beams out of this thing. There's no Discord command? Yeah, I didn't add one yet. That's so cool. I know, right? I love the Great Moon. I love the Dark Moon Greatsword. The Great Moon Dark Sword. Like Grubberfly's Elegy? Yes. Exactly like Grubberfly's Elegy. Or if you're old school, then exactly like the sword beams from Zelda when you're at full health. Hello, please don't shoot me. The sword dark moon grade. The sword moon grade great dark. Well, you're just not an adequate boss to be here. I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah. Need this in my life. I'm pretty sure there's IRL replicas of it. There is. Because it's such an... oh, it's this one. Because it's such a, like... well-known Souls game staple. Because this is not the only time this sword has shown up in Souls games. Like, the sword is very well known in the Souls in the Souls genre. Any Soulsborne game has the sword in it, basically, except for Sekiro, I guess. That one doesn't. But all the others all have it. One of the first results is an Etsy listing. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense, actually. You know what? You know the great thing about streaming as like part of your work is that anything that has to do with streaming is a like you can just go to the IRS and go like, hey, I did this, I bought this for my work, can I have my money back please? And then they'll give you tax refunds. Because like I buy a webcam, like I use this for streaming, I need it, give me my taxes back. Or I buy a game and then I'm like, hey, I need this to stream because I play games, give me my taxes back. Tax write-offs are great. I don't do them yet because that would come with a whole slew of issues on other sides of the business. But technically you can get your taxes back for this. It's really cool. Here in the States, you have to hit a certain threshold for it. Over here in Germany, you don't. It's just if you start with that, they'll expect you to keep records every year and like hand in your ow. Like hand in your tax forms every year. You don't have to do that like initially until they're like, okay, well, if you're gonna take advantage of it, we want to like know. We want to know everything, so speak. And then it gets annoying, but you know, whatever. You have to hit like a minimum of 2K. Over here you don't. It's actually, you don't have to. So you pay normal, like just your regular tax when you buy stuff. Usually the 19% tax. At least it's 19% over here in Germany. You have to pay taxes on your income. Like you have to pay income tax. If you exceed, I think it's like 9,000 euros a year of actual income, not like of actual profit, not just like they don't just take the entirety of your income and go like, okay, well, you're above 9K, so pay up. you deduct your losses from that, and then you have to, like, if that's above 9k, you have to pay taxes on it. It's very lenient. Below that point, I'm pretty sure you don't even have to be registered as a business yet either. Though I'm not 100% on that, I might be wrong. I'm dead. Ow. I'm gonna move to Germany. Move to Germany. We have great stuff. I'll be right back. I'm calling a quick bathroom break. Be right back. All right, has everybody moved to Germany yet? Are all of you German citizens? All right, chat, do you know what to do? Exclamation bar Ko-Fi. Do not go on my Ko-Fi. Do not go on my throne either. There's nothing on there. There's nothing of worth on those two websites. Shun them. Block them from your browser, actually. Specifically my link. Just block it. He should put that one on his throne. The 450 Canadian dollars replica of the Moonlight Greatsword. Yeah, I'll put that on my throne. I do have a German passport, so I'm not that far from being a citizen. Fair. It's very fair, actually. I'm 2 steps ahead in that regard. In what regard? Why am I worried? In what regard? There's lots of fun things to do in Ko-Fi. Trust me, I do it all the time. There's nothing fun to do on Ko-Fi. I dodged too early. I hate it. Moving to Germany? Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that you're German. I don't know why, but I keep forgetting that you're actually German. I'm in your basement. Go ahead. My basement is really spacious, actually. There's also a lot of wine down there. I was just looking through swords on the Canadian Sword website. I remember finding a Joker's knife replica there. Oh, right. Just realized that the Colossal Great Sword is just Guts Sword. Hell yeah. I am in your basement. Why is everybody in my basement all of a sudden? Basement. That's copyrighted by Apple, I'm pretty sure. You can't say that. You're gonna get sued. Didn't Apple try to like copyright the word Apple recently? I'm pretty sure they lost the lawsuit afterwards, telling them to like, hey, like don't try to copyright claim mundane words, please. Which I think is really funny. And very deserved. I'm not a fan of Apple. I think the company is terrible. They're... Jesus Christ. Their products aside, some of them are actually really good. I love Mac OS. Even though I can't use it, I do love Mac OS. But like the company is really annoying. But why though? Because it's Apple. They want a monopoly on everything. They are capitalism incarnate. Anything they can grab to make money off of, they will. It's not me being cynical. That's actually just facts. I get the band suing Netflix because of the name Demon Hunter, but still. Yeah, I mean, that's somewhat of an understandable lawsuit. I think it's still, like... It's a money grab. It's like if I sued Transformers because of the name Kawamori. Because one of the pivotal designers of Transformers is also called Kawamori, but that's just what they're called. I mean, it's like it's a bit of a different situation, I guess, but I mean to the Demon Hunter thing. But it's still kind of like, why? Ow. Okay. That one-shots me. Thanks for the blood loss, guy. Really appreciate it. They do own the copyrights to the name, but yeah, it is 100% a money grab and attention. And I get that. It's like, obviously, if you own the rights to something, like, fair enough. But still, like, it's not that big of a deal. Ow. Okay. Could you stop punishing my heel? You're not that good of a boss. You don't get the privileges for me to not be annoyed at you. You're actually a very trash boss, all things considered. Die. That's what you get for disrespecting me. But yeah, the Apple thing is really just they want to see what they can get away with and what kind of stuff they can like claim as their own and make money off of. Just destroyed a third of his HP bar with a 1 heavy attack. I love this. I love this sword. It's great. Look at this. That's balanced. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's complete and utter balance if I've ever seen it. Cerulean Crystal Tier. Pog. Mana Flask. Okay, what have we got? You again. Really now? How many times do I have to teach you this lesson, old man? The skeleton one? It is the skeleton one. Jesus Christ, okay, the eye laser... The Sans eye laser is actually a pretty devastating attack, apparently. I apologize sincerely. This old man owns a firearm. He's an American. Or just a really conservative German, I guess. This is the skeleton one ass cow beating up a skeleton in a boat. That's not what I meant! I meant of this, the Sans Undertale one, okay? He does have the Gaster Blaster. I forgot that he can knock himself out with that. That projectile has not traveled that far, okay. Yeah? It's having a moment.
The thrones, stained by my curse, such shame they cannot bear.
I need to play Deltarune. I just now remembered. I need to at some point play Deltarune. I know nothing about the game. Thank you for lurking. Hello, thorns. Yep, okay. So the medallion was in fact not on the way, which is a bit worrying. But it's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Melina, give me the medallion, or I will crash out. If I need to go to Volcano Manor, I will throw a fit.
You were unable prevented the thorns. A husk, the only way and become my purpose. So I'd like to the flame then and guide.
Thanks for the seed, Melina. Real cool. Thanks, babe. Okay. Anyway, off to Volcano Manor. Volcano Manor. Off to Volcano Manor I go. Thorn moment. Deltarune reference. Hell yeah. think Blasphemous might just be Metroidvania Elden Ring, actually. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that, actually. I've not seen a lot of Blasphemous yet, but... it does kind of give me that vibe. Is it Blasphemous or Blasphemous? How do you pronounce it? Because I know that it's blasphemy, but like it might be pronounced differently if it's like the adjective. Thanks, Dim. Real helpful. Blasphemy. Blasphemous or blasphemous? 1 or 2. Type 1 in chat if it's blasphemous. Type 2 in chat if it's blasphemous. We're holding a vote. I'd say the first one, i.e. not blasphemous. Okay. 1. Seen ones in chat. One. Me when I turn into the Count of Count. Okay, lots of ones. Actually, 1 no even, 1 odd. 1 is indeed odd. It bothers me. I don't remember the context, but there's like a thing where people had to like sort or do something with odd or even numbers, and there was a 0 among there, and like people were like, oh, how can you not know that 0 is an odd number? And that bothered me to hell and back, because 0 is not an odd number. 0 is not a number at all. 0 is a state. It's the absence of everything. It's neither odd nor even. It's just nothing. Stop being so pretentious, you damn prick. I mean, it's probably defined as odd somewhere in mathematics or like general reason, but it's not even a number. It's a state of being. I don't know. That just annoyed me unreasonably. Malekith Helm. Pog. Hello, handyman. If we talk about it as a symbol, it's even, because 10 is even, and 20 is even, and 30. 0 is a mindset. I think it's the right... no, it's the left ladder to the merchant, I think. Because there is indeed a merchant along this path. Merchant be like. Okay, cool. Now, if we're talking about Katana Zero's protagonist, I reckon 0 is pretty odd. That's true. Silver's potion. Pog. Katana Zero, my beloved. I love that game. I love that game to hell and back. It's such a good game. was thinking about Katana Zero just yesterday. Is there DLC yet? I don't know. I should replay Katana Zero. It's been a while. It's been a while since I've played it. I've probably grown really rusty at it. I used to be able to play that game without slowing down time at all. Like, just deflect bullets without slowing down time. It's not actually that hard to do. Where do I need to go? I always forget. There's a bridge there, yeah. Dying's pretty easy once you get it right. You also just at some point enter a flow state where you just like do it. Worm, not fighting him. Ow. Okay. Typing on a phone is more difficult than the game itself, my god. But now imagine you'd be watching on Twitch mobile. About that, by the way, we're gonna be doing a few more streams over on YouTube exclusively, and then there's gonna be another poll in. I'm gonna look at the results of the test that I'm doing. It's gonna be another poll in the Discord about how we'll proceed from there, because we'll either I'll give you guys the option, obviously, because you're the viewers. Because we'll either we'll just stay on YouTube or we'll do dual streaming, I guess, depending on if it's lucrative.
If you have, rise with. Well.
Right, I don't need to talk to Tanith. I already have the key. Hello. Was it this room over here? I think this is how you get through. Was not that one. Which one was it? This one? How the hell do you get through to Rykard again? Low. Neat. I don't remember. Okay, well. With that being said, time to throw myself into the abyss again. I imagine it's quite difficult to get traction exclusively with exclusively YouTube streams unless you actively post videos as well. That's probably true. I mean, the plan is to... Oh, God. The plan is to also post videos. So I'm not too worried about that matter. It's more just having the convenience of Twitch, Twitch integrated features as well. And like the Twitch discovery. also helps. I'm just not sure if I want to give Twitch the time of the time of day. Considering they're still very much not a pleasant company. Most important thing is to do what you think is right. Personally, I think returning to Twitch, if they roll back the AI stuff, just convenient, and because it's just more convenient. Another platform is good. That's fair, yeah. Really, you missed. How did you miss? I was standing still. But yeah, neither platform is really good. Neither platform is goo. How do you keep missing? Buddy! I'm literally asking you to hug me. Jesus Christ. I don't know. If we do return to Twitch, I do want to at least whatchamacallit? I do want to at least dual stream to YouTube. Just for discovery reasons, I feel like that's not a bad idea to just still do. That'll have all sorts of logistical issues, but I'll figure it out as we go. I do want to at that point apologize for like the lack of content recently and the lack of community interaction and movie nights and stuff like that. I've been incredibly busy with like so much stuff, and I'm not really able to put a lot of time and thoughts into a lot of things. So I'm sorry about that. I'll try to make sure it's not that big of an issue going forward, but thank you also for being lenient with me when it comes to that sort of stuff. And most of all, thank you for just staying loyal to the stream and the channel for so long. It does mean a lot to me. You guys are awesome. Ow, that hit me, really? That got stopped by a candle. The horse is still alive. How dare. The horse is also frostbitten. Poor thing. Crotch smash. Of course I'll stay loyal to Peak. But I'm not even playing Peak. I'm playing Elden Ring. I swear in one of the last few randos there was a Knight's Cav here as well. There might have been. That is very possible. I would not be surprised. You are climbing a mountain though. Oh my god, you're right. The real peak is Yukawa. Maybe the real peak is the friends we made along the way. Also, do you guys want to know how lava works? It works like this, where you can just walk up a sheer mountainside. Because, you know, that's how that works. Don't question it. Hello. He can hit you through the wall, by the way, so beware. I love how the snakes here are just permanently pogging. They're very much pogging. Ow. Alexander does it too, so it must be lore accurate. True! A way to invest it in your lore to ever abandon ship. Your lore is integral to my survival now. I will die a horrible, painful death. Wow, really? I was spamming dodge, by the way. That was an incredible combo by these two, and I'm gonna have to walk all the way back now. Great. Thanks, Kyle. I'm out of tea. I'm sad now. What am I gonna do without my tea? Well, make more later, but it's a problem for future Kawa. I have been using these same tea leaves for like 5 cans of tea now, so I should probably switch them sometime soon. But you can use the same tea leaves. It depends on the kind of tea, so check beforehand. But especially for green tea, you can use the same tea leaves for like up to 7 times. Usually when people make green tea, they get the tea leaves in the morning and then they use those throughout the day. Cans? Yeah, I have a teapot. Made out of cast iron. It's very heavy and probably would really hurt if I dropped it on someone. I'm a teabag user. Your wisdom is sadly lost on me. Technically, even like green tea and tea bags, you can also use multiple times. Oh, it's you. Did I only aggro him? I did. Really? There you go. It's finally staggered. Imagine a tea can made of tea. Dear God. I didn't activate the grace here, I'm pretty sure, so I can't exactly afford to die. And I died. I'm gonna have to run all the way back because I didn't activate the grace, I think. Yay. I'm gonna have to make sure to activate the grace. I was confused about that. Yeah, it's just because I'm dumb. Didn't activate the grace because I am stupid. That's all there really is to it. Luckily, it's not that long of a way. You're not dumb, I'm dumb. But I'm dumb. Ow. But case in point, by the way, you can just do that through the wall. It's quite the problem, if you really think about it. I wish you could just torrent fly over to that balcony. I think torrent flying also just got patched like ages ago. I don't think that's actually possible anymore. They should patch back to like original Elden Ring. And then play through the game like that and then obliterate everything with Comet Azure. That would be Pog. Torrent can fly in our hearts. True. Touch grace. Hello. Would you like some cookies? Why are they called cookies if they're not actually cooked? They should be called bakies. Really? Okay. One down. That just phased through the guy. Ow. Not gonna hit me, because I'm just too good. Well, problem is fighting this guy with a great sword is incredibly difficult. Luckily, he's only immune to bleed. He should be frostable. Crucible Knights do not have blood. That was pretty cool. We missed each other. So cakes would be bakes instead? Yes. That would make more sense if you really think about it. Ow. That did not hit. It's like ever so slightly out of range there. No, really? That's so sad. That is such a travesty. That was such a good fight as well. Gotta be more careful of that guy. Actually hit me with that. I guess the Crucible Knight is just scripted to start attacking you once the Misbegotten is half health anyway. Damn. How unfortunate. Really now? That hits me still. Really like to heal, please. Okay. Let's just light attack our way through this. Pretty sure I dodged that, but I guess not. What? Sorry? I feel like I'm getting scammed this fight. Oh, he looks mean. He does. I do not have my timings down for this guy anymore. It's gonna hit me. Yep. That's what I get for healing. And that's what I get for being alive. Big tail. How did that not hit? Thanks to the ever jail Crucible Knight being the first boss I killed, I remember the timings of them perfectly. Yeah, I should be pretty good at this fight. I'm just not for some reason. Somehow, I'm not remembering this fight at all. Moonlight Greatsword, please. Thanks. And that was only phase 1. Easiest fight of my life. Okay. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it did that. If he loses, I donate to his Ko-Fi. Yeah, no thanks. Sorry, Tsuki, but that's not happening. Okay, here's potential spoiling and locks in. Lock the fuck in. Rapier! Yay! It's in the fucking academy, isn't it? To the debate parlor. I thought the odds were stacked against him. I thought it was a sure bet. Never assume that I will die in a Souls game. They were is the thing. There was a second phase he never even got to. Yeah, I had no idea what the second boss was gonna be. I was just extremely lucky that it happened to be a death bird. Like the weak variant as well, not even the death right bird, it's just death bird. And he no-hit that. I'm just cool like that. Locked in, not happening. Okay, my arch nemesis is coming up though, so that's cool. I hate this jump. Nailed it. Okay. Rune arc. Gods over there. Okay. I don't think God has anything for us. There's a message sign over at that crystal crab that I left 3 years ago, I'm pretty sure. That just says, "Behold, God." And that thing has a lot of likes. I don't know why. Incredibly popular. Okay, so that was the thing. Which means we can leave now. Problem is, where is it then? Where would it potentially be? We've checked that. Churches, maybe? Church of Inhibition could have a Church of Vows. Rose Church, maybe. Let's check the Altus churches first, I guess. Yeah. Never made a message in my life. Do chuckle at some of them, though. They can be pretty funny. Sometimes. Only sometimes, though. Okay, see, the thing is, technically the medallion could also be on the way to the lift. Because there is a Flame Drake talisman, Pog. There is a spectral tree there, which could have it. It could also be in a plethora of other places, though, that I would have to check. It could be part of the Rani quest, for all I know. Could replace the Finger Slayer blade. In which case I would have to go through... It could be at the Moose. Could be in a lot of places that I don't want to check, so I'm just hoping that it's at one of these churches. Where is this church? The biggest question. There it is. Actually, that's not the church, is it? This is in fact not the church. Where the hell is this church? It does snitch. Dim, thank you so much for the donation. Much appreciated. Why are you throwing money at me? Explain yourself. Explain thyself. Why art thou committing such a heinous crime? Such crimes against humanity. Don't :3 me. That's not an answer. It's funny. How is it funny? How is spending money on me funny? That's not how it works. You can't just go teehee. Oh, St. Trina's hideaway is there. Right. Thank you so much for the donation, though. Much appreciated. Save your damn money. A Shamshir. Coated sword. Okay, Pog. Memory stone, not Pog. Gravel stone, Pog. Lots of gravel stone. Pog. Okay, can I get down there without dying? No. Is there a way to get down there without dying? Perhaps. Will I be able to find it? Probably not. You're cool and awesome and amazing and wonderful and the kindest and the best bluest cat boy ever. False. Assuredly not the best. I told you there was fun things on his Ko-Fi? Nuh-uh. Wrong. Incorrect. Can I get down there without dying? Question. Answer is YOLO. Nothing. Golden seed. Okay. Ow. Oh yeah, the fake rise. The low poly fake rise. Forgot about that. That thing's also there. I also get to call you it soon when you inevitably act like one. I do not. Stop putting words in my mouth. I do not act like one. Lies, never. How is it soon all the way down? Nope. Wrong. Incorrect. Into the no horse zone. Let's go. Oh, we're gonna have to go talk to Ronnie as well. I forgot about that. Because I can't open the chest with the Finger Slayer blade in it until I get recruited by Ronnie. Well, we can do everything up to that point and then do that after. We can go kill both of the mooses, the meese, and then go from there. Me when I have to go kill the meese. Off to go slaughter the Canadians. A terrible fate, having to talk to a woman. If I had to ever talk to a woman, I'm pretty sure I would just implode. Having to talk to a person in general, terrifying, but I can put up with that. But if I need to talk to a woman, I will just immediately implode. Imped. Corpse. Corpse head. Ow. Forgot you were here. Don't slaughter the Canadians. They have the cool sword website. But I could take the sword from the cool sword website to slaughter the Canadians. Think about that. Hello? I see. I see indeed, and the hitbox is still trash. How does that work? How does that hit me? It's even worse once you realize everyone is at least half woman. You look like a man and a woman had a child. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna get blasted by lightning. Fake Great Rune. Okay, cool. You never see it coming. You'll see that my mind is too fast for us. You done it. By the time it hit you, your last surprise. They can do that? They can indeed, though only a few of them can. Some of them just do not. Thanks. Yeah, if you just ride along the bridge here with Torrent, the Teardrop Scarab that's like at the beginning of the bridge will just commit seppuku and kill itself. And then you get the item for free. It's very interesting. Very interesting behavior of the bug. Yep. Okay. Now let's go collect the things. I don't remember where all of them are, but I'm sure I will be fine. But Dim, you have to realize that to be the forgetter, you have to be the knower. Because you cannot forget what you do not know. Capiche? I do like the song. It's a pretty good song. It's very pretty. I appreciate it. Okay, that was all of them apparently. Keep getting messages. You don't have enough knowledge to be the knower because I forget. Or I don't have enough knowledge to be the knower. Therefore, I am the forgetter. But you must also have the knowledge to forget, which makes you the knower. You can be the forgetter afterwards, but you are also the knower. You are the knower who forgets. The knower who becomes the forgetter. Die. Seed. Yep, seed. Me when seed. Off to the ancestral woods we go. You know, forgetter sounds like a word that would exist in Latin. Probably does. Latin is weird like that. I died. Forgot there was a corner to turn there. Because of course I did. That check really looks like it was planted there. Because it was a seed. Maybe it was planted there. But now it is mine. Well, that's the black knife. It's also a pretty cool weapon. I'm not going to use it because it's a dagger, and using daggers is akin to stabbing yourself in the hand repeatedly because they're incredibly annoying to use. But the black knife is pretty cool. Not as cool as the Moonlight Greatsword, though. A sliver of meat. Schmeat. But I want knife. You should give it to Tsuki. Okay. Tsuki can be trusted with a knife. Don't worry, I've cast a spell on it so that she can't hurt herself on it. If the blade of the knife touches her, it becomes incorporeal and just phases through her. Because I do, in fact, not trust Tsuki with the knife. I'm very sorry. Very sorry to have to tell you like this, but Tsuki, I do not trust you with a knife. Well, that's not fun. Well, you're just gonna have to deal with it. It's either that or no knife. Why are you trying to stab yourself? That's not how this works. Where the hell is the well? There it is. Hello. Gonna go and get my knife magnet and confiscate all of your knives now. Damn, the knife police is here. Do have to end stream soon and get ready for gym. I didn't expect this to take this long. But the wild goose chase for the damn rolled medallion is always a hassle. I think the knife police is just the police. Nah. Finger seal. It's actually not a golden item this time. Interesting. Pog. What if I need to scratch the bones inside my hand? Jesus Christ. If you need to scratch your bones, just summon the bone demon. Phases through your flesh bits, but can interact with bones, so it can scratch them. It sounds like you've done that before. Have you interacted with the bone demon recently, Dim? What kind of deal have you struck with the bone demon? Ow. Do you think I'm just gonna leave my bones itching? Maybe. I don't know. Do I look like a bone wizard to you? Actually, don't worry, it's fine. Demons are actually worse lawyers than the Fae. You know, that's fair. We do, in fact, not have very good lawyers down there. So you would probably be correct. I mean, you do have magic bones. That's fair. But I am not a bone wizard. I am just a wizard. You're a wizard, Harry. If this moose does not have the thing, I'm gonna have to call it for today, because I do in fact not have that much more time, sadly. There's like another one over there somewhere. I don't know. Pretty sure I'm forgetting one, but I also do want to check this merchant. Because this merchant could have good things. Hello. Goodbye. Ow. Ow, my ankles. Me ankles. These enemies, man. Hep. All right. Hello. Staff of Loss, Pog. Crucible X armor, Pog. I'll buy this because it's cool. You know, it just occurs to me that technically, if we're really, really unlucky, it could be at Moog's. If we get the Pure Blood Knight's medal from somewhere, then it's pretty much definitely at Moog's. So I'm hoping right now that we don't find that thing. But now I'm worried. Because I don't exactly want to go to Moog's. Ah, surely. Surely not. Surely the Moose is not going to give us the Pure Blood Knight medal now. But that occurred to me because of the, well, merchant. There is a merchant at Moog's, so, you know. Pretty sure the Blood Mausoleum is a pleasant place. Right. Totally. I couldn't think of a more welcoming place if I tried. Except that they are extracting all of my blood out of my body. But who needs blood anyway, right? Is that all of them? It was. Okay. That was, in fact, all of them. Now, how far do I have to run? To actually, can I just teleport back to the beginning with this? Isn't that the thing? Kyle, you don't have blood. What are they extracting? Orange juice. They're extracting my stockpile of orange juice that I keep in secret for when I crave orange juice. Hello from a sleepy leaf. Leaf! Hello. Hi. How is the leaf? The Kala is also sleepy, but that's nothing new. Orange juice, Hollow Knight answer. Yes. The Godskin Apostle Spirit. He's an apostle. Only in spirit. If this is the snail, I'm gonna lose it. What color is your blood? I'm pretty sure I just saw white blood. No. Okay, it's red blood. In that case, you can die. You can perish. Give me the thing, please. Frick. That's bad. But that's a bad thing for Kawa next time, because I need to get ready for gym. So, gonna head back to the round table hold, and I'm gonna end stream because, frankly, I don't know where to go. I don't know where to go from here. I can't level up. Okay. Well, this is taking way longer than I expected it to. I've already been at this for like 5 hours. Jesus Christ. Okay. With that being said, Leaf arrived right at the end. Tragic. It's incredibly tragic. I'm sorry, Leaf. Thank you so much for being here. With that being said, thank you guys for showing up so plentifully, as always. It always makes my day seeing you all in chat. We're going to be live again probably next week at the earliest, because I have so much to do this week. It's actually insane. But until then, I will say I love you all. I appreciate you all. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.